oh my goodness, Katseye, what is going on? It feels like every single time I go on Instagram, there's something new going on, a new hate train, a new controversy about a member. Like, what is happening? I love these girls. I love Katseye. And it's like, why is there so much controversy around these people? So I feel like the first thing that we should address, the elephant in the room, is Manon's hiatus. So I think this was around Thursday or Friday night. Hyde X Geffen had put out a statement in Weverse that Manon is taking a hiatus indefinitely, meaning not knowing when she's gonna come back or not. And it just took the internet by storm. There's so many articles about it, so many posts about it. And everyone's just trying to like conspirize, if that's a word. Like, is she gonna ever come back, or is this like Hype's like soft launch into how to get her out of the group? And then even on top of that, another member's dad, Daniela's dad, has been leaving comments on like Instagram and Threads by saying stuff like, "Oh, five is good. Five members in Katseye is fine too. Like, Manon can come back when she's ready to work." So when I saw the first comment, it was like, "Oh, Katseye is a big group. One member is not the face of Katseye. Like, Katseye can continue to work." I was like, okay, that's kind of reasonable because everyone's like, "Oh, Katseye's ending, Katseye's done." So I think he was like, Katseye is like still like moving on. Like, Katseye is still Katseye. So I was like, okay, he's kind of just like defending them. But then after that, he kind of like kept going. And now it's like, okay, he has to know what he's doing. This is like obvious hate because it's like, oh, five is okay too. Like, Manon can come back where she's ready to work. It's like, okay, this is kind of becoming hate. And then on top of that, he's making like hate comments on Lisa from Blackpink about how she's Asian, so she can't dance as well as Daniela because she's not Latina. So it's like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then to circle back, this is now bringing Daniela so much hate because everyone's like, oh, like if this is Daniela's dad saying this, imagine what Daniela says behind Manon's back or like in person to her family. Which honestly, I think that is such an unfair statement to make because Daniela is not the same person as Daniela's dad. And, you know, quite possibly Daniela has no problem with this at all. And now everyone's attacking her because of her dad's comments. And then I go back to Manon. I feel like Manon has been painted as this lazy person since day one, like since before their debut, that she has been painted as lazy. In the Dream Academy, which this is also like a little bit of how the group was formed, the Dream Academy was like this program to train a bunch of people around the world to like become into the group and like ultimately get selected six out of them to be in the group. And like in those days, they would paint Manon as the bad guy because she would miss practices because she would be sick or she would just like skip them that day. And there was so much controversy around that. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of get where everyone is at. And then like everyone, all like the icons would like attack the program members, like Adela and Sophia even, and Buala sometimes, because they would say like, oh, like why she's skipping practice is unfair. Which, low-key, I kind of get what they're saying. But now as like time moves on, they keep excluding Manon and painting her like as the bad guy. Like there was like music videos that they say that she's injured in, so she couldn't come into them, like the Gabriella one. And then there'd be like times where like it's just like the five of them together, like in that one advertisement post. I'll put it on the screen, and it's just like, wow, like you've really been like trying to like hide Manon this whole time. Like it felt like they were slowly trying to like soft launch, like, oh, like what happens if she isn't here? Like what happened? You know? And then now it's like, dang, she really is not here. So it's like, what is Catseye's next move, honestly? Like, what do they do now? And then just, I have to say, the Katseye fan base, the icons are half the problem. There's so much toxicity in in the fan base where like all like most of the members they had to address like, hey guys, like this is not like what we stand for. Because it's like you see a comment and it's like, oh, you're an icon or you're a hater? Because honestly, the line between is so thin. because like everyone is like hating on them. It's like new article every week. Like honestly, it's crazy. And there's just like beyond that, there's so much hate. There's racism. Like people are just like tearing down posters of Lala and Manon because they're not light skinned. And then they're saying that Daniela is not Latina enough because she just doesn't look it sometimes apparently. And it's just like, who are you to dictate that, honestly? Like you guys know like a fraction of what these girls are. And then beyond that, these girls are getting death threats, and it's so crazy. When Megan got like bullied for acne, like, are we serious right now? Like this is a human thing. She is only like 19, 20 years old. Like, are we for real? But then I guess the part where it's like, is some aspects of Katseye worthy of the criticism? Because then you have things like the Grammy performance, and there was like everyone is criticizing Gnarly, which honestly, the performance is good, but I agree with it. Why the hell did you perform Gnarly? Like Gabriella, I think everyone is kind of agreeing that Gabriella would have been so much better. So I can kind of see where the criticism is coming with that. And then everyone's like, oh, like Internet Girl, like, are we for real right now? Like that girl, that song is like not that good. And everyone's kind of just getting sick of like these bad songs that they're releasing. They're such a good group and they have like such great like, personalities. But then the songs are just like, bruh, I don't know. And then it's like the conversation of like the over sexualization of them. But then it's like, okay, is it the girls doing or is it the companies doing? Or is it a combination of both? Because when running back to Gnarly, and we've seen that the producers of the song have put a clip of a girl moaning in there from an explicit video in the song. That's like crazy. Like, and then it's like, oh, like every time like they're on stage, like half their butts are out. That's a criticism they have. So, but then sometimes it's like, oh, but they want it like that. We've seen like they want it like that. So they have been facing a lot of criticism of like over sexualization of them. But then honestly, like in the end, there is a difference between criticizing and just being like a full-on hater. Like it feels like these girls cannot like express themselves in any way without getting backlash. Like honestly, I'd have most of the time the hate is unjustified. When you're talking about like the bad music, I understand that. But like these are literally just like girls in the 20s and one of them's 18. They don't know what they're doing either. In a way. They're still trying to figure out everything. So I think honestly, we just need to. I think this Manon hiatus, they need a long break right now, honestly, because it's just like everything has built up into this moment, and now everything is coming crashing down. You know, I'd say this is like the most viral they've ever been, and not for a good reason because Manon is on a hiatus, and now Daniela is under heat right now, honestly. So I feel like everyone just needs to take a step back, take a breather, and realize what they're doing. What is the role? Like Daniela's dad, someone needs to stop him. Okay? All of these haters, they need to take a step back and stop themselves. They need to take a deep breath. And then like the Hybix Geffen, they need to be like, okay, we need to like rebrand, we need to regroup, we need to recalculate this. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think Katseye needs to take a mini break. Comment down below what you think. Bye bye.